And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn. And now, today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Giants lose 3-1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Giants are now 500. Winning pitcher Ashcraft, losing pitcher Tyler Rogers. Save goes to Santana, whoever the hell he is. Ramos 0 for 2. And clueless. Devers 0 for. Adames 1-4 with a home run. Chapman 0-4, Flores 0-4, Schmidt with a hit, a double, Lee 0-4, Bailey 0-4, Matos 0-4, Verlander had a pretty good damn outing. 5 innings, 6 hits, only 1 earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Verlander did well. Joey Lou, I love you. Clean inning. Walker came in, got a little bit weird, 2 hits, but got 2 strikeouts. Tyler Rogers, that was a fiasco. I don't even know what the hell happened there. And then Beck came in for an inning. Two hits. 2 hits. I got nothing else to say. Nothing. Verlander had a great game. Verlander was nice. Everything else was ass. Honestly, I'm afraid to just keep going. I'm afraid to keep going because I'm afraid of what I'm going to say. We'll just keep it at that. What are you doing? What are you doing at second base? It's an infield fly rule. What do you do? Seriously. What are you doing? Come on, man. Do you know what game you're playing? Seriously, do you know what game you're playing? And he has no clue. The camera is on him, and he has no clue what just transpired. What? I'm out? Holy shit! And then he almost runs over Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee is out there calling, doing what a center field's supposed to do, right? I got it. His hand's in the air. And here comes Ramos flying out of left field. Almost took him out. And I don't even know what the hell happened. What was that, the 8th inning? What the? Did they forget how to field the ball? An infield grounder? Rogers is looking at second base, and here comes the ball. From short right field, here comes the ball. He's looking at second base. Come on. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, man. This was pure comedy. We weren't watching baseball. We were watching a sitcom. That bro. I don't know, man. I don't even know what this means. I don't even know what the hell I'm watching, guys. I don't. I wish I could come on here and give an explanation, but I can't. I cannot give an explanation. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That one's for you, Gary. Red Poppy. Team has anti-chemistry. Huh. Couple of super chats. Fuji, thank you, sir, for donating $2. Does Ramos need a day off just to rest and reset? No, he needs to be off the team. Not a day off the team. If you could get him out of here, You could put him in a trade, get him out of here. I've seen enough. I'm sorry. Seen enough, man. It might be harsh. Seen enough. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Fuji, another $2. Where were the gambling spikes during were there gambling spikes during the game? Yeah, right? Yes, D-Shot, and that's even worse. The Pirates, guys. The Pirates. Yep, seen enough. Dante, I've seen enough. Look, I can handle if you're out there making physical errors, but everything he's doing is mental. Everything is mental. You can't fix that. Sorry, you're not going to be able to fix that. Just not going to be able to fix it. There are way too many mental mistakes going on with with Ramos. I've had enough. I've had enough of Ramos. I mean, again, I rooted for that guy for so many years, and now it's unwatchable. It's just, I hate it. This is just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. No, Ramos doesn't need to be on the team no more. I'm done. I've seen enough. I'm done with Ramos, man. I am. Again, it might be harsh, but good God, man, I can't stand seeing. How the hell can you be getting thrown out on an infield fly rule? How does that happen? How do you get tagged out in an infield fly rule? I'm sorry, that's the deal breaker for me. If you're getting tagged out because you're coming off of second base because of an infield fly rule, holy shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, right. And the camera's on him, and he's just. I don't think this is what Buster Posey had envisioned when he was talking about pitching and defense and timely hitting. Thank you, Mark. Right. I'm not. If you think that I am being a little bit hyperbolic, I'm not. I'm not being hyperbolic. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I saw that. I put a tweet out there. I said, if it was Bruce Bochy, that 1 1/8 inch hat would have been traversing to the core of the earth. He would have spiked that thing through the crust, the mantle, and get into the core of the beautiful earth. Oh, we're making memories, all right. We're making some damn memories. This is just bad. And look, I got nothing to say. It's bad baseball. 2 hits. Verlander was great, right? Verlander was pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could say Verlander was great. 5 innings, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. Yeah, exactly, Nick. 2 freaking hits, dude. Ruben Rivera was embarrassed for him. Yeah, Philip. Yeah, his pitch count was up there. His pitch count, but hey, he got through it, man. I'll give it to him. He got it. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. This team is an absolute disaster. And I'm not going to pin it on one guy. It's not one guy, guys. It would be malpractice if we could pin this on one guy. It's not one guy. The entire team is doing nothing. Nothing except for Willy Adames. Willy Adames, keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. Everyone else, you ain't doing shit. Nobody. And I'm done with the Matos experiment is over. It's done. Seen enough. Yaz, I've seen enough of him in right field. Who you got play right field? I don't care. Put Lucille in right field. I don't give a shit. I'm done. I'm done with right field. Done. Look, it's one thing if you're, right? Listen, it's one thing if you go out there and you're giving it your guy and if you get beat by a better team, right? I get that. If you're going out there and you're competing and you're putting up a good fight and you get beat, I can live with that. But when you're going out there and getting two hits against the Pittsburgh Pirates, mind you, without a Paul Skeens on the damn mound. If someone said that, if said, "Oh, you played the Pirates today and you only got 2 hits, what did you go up against Skeens?" No. Who'd you go up against? Feltner. People would give you the Elliot Ramos look. Fuji, another $2. What does Melvin Posey say to Ramos to pick him up? Collect your last paycheck, pack your bags, you're going somewhere else. That's what Melvin and Posey says to Elliot Ramos. Here's your last check. Here's your plane ticket. Yes, send him off to Cleveland. Get us Stephen Kwan. No, not benched. No. This is far beyond being benched. Out. Kwan would be a fantastic pickup. Honestly, I would do that. If I was the Giants, I would go out there again. Not for this year. This year is all but freaking. Well, look, there's 2 months of baseball, right? Anything can happen in baseball. That's true, right? I will always say that anything can happen. But the way that the team has been playing, the trend that we're seeing, and the way that the Giants are playing, it sure as hell looks like 2025 is over. But if you go out there and you get Kwan, you're setting yourself up for the next 2 years afterwards. And Rock sweep tomorrow? Maybe. It's possible. Alive. Posey needs to make a statement by cleaning house. This is unacceptable. I agree with that. I think it's time, right? Alive, I think you're onto something here because I think it's time for look. This can't keep happening, right? You can't keep going out there and throwing away games at the way they're throwing away games and act like everything is hunky-dory. I'm sorry. Sometimes there's times where you just got to go in the freaking clubhouse and lay down the law, so to speak, because this is unacceptable. The type of baseball that we are watching that is being evidenced on the field is horseshit. Horseshit. No, Glenn is not going to be here. He's in Chicago, guys. So he's not going to be with us here for the next few days. I think he said he's going to try to pop in for the trade deadline. But yeah, he is in Chicago for the National. Fair enough. This is not Posey's squad. He needs to get rid of incompetence. Yep. C. Davis. This is ugly baseball. Even if you can go, yeah, I agree, C. Davis. I 100% agree. I don't even know what the hell this was. When I was watching this, I was like, what? And that whole incident at second base with the infield fly rule It set the tone. You know what it was? It was a huge freaking, basically you just dumped an entire ocean of cold water on the team. I mean, if you notice, the team after that was kind of just. Talk about just killing the vibe. It was dead. Dead on arrival. As soon as freaking Ramos. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. I don't want you on my team. I'm done. Get the hell out of here. I'm done. My God. What was that? How? Fuji, thank you. Man, Fuji's coming in strong tonight. Donates $5. I'm surprised there hasn't been a players only meeting yet, or reported a players leaders have. You know, maybe they are, and they're just not saying it. Maybe they're not broadcasting it, Fuji. Maybe not. Maybe they're not broadcasting it. Oh God, yeah, Melvin. Look, I think you guys. Hopefully, I made myself clear. There are times when you have to blame the players. For example, Ramos. You got to blame Ramos. That's him. He's not being controlled. He's not being controlled by anyone. He's making his own damn decisions out there. But there is also times when the manager needs to set a tone, right? We can look at the lineup to see how the lineup is being produced. You could talk about when he's pinch hitting or not pinch hitting. We could talk about going to the bullpen. Those are all managerial type of things, right? And yeah, I think I've seen enough. I think I've seen enough to maybe look at a different direction. It just seems, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't pretend to know what's going on behind closed doors. All I could do is come on here as a fan and just talk about what we see or what I see. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. Maybe the players like him. Maybe they don't. I don't know. That's something internally that they have to deal with. But I tell you what, when shit like this happens, who do you think gets the blame? Who do you think gets the blame, right? When the team is scuffling like this, it doesn't matter how well the manager is managing or not managing. If the team plays like this, who's the scapegoat, right? It's going to be the manager, no matter who it is. Joe Boyd says fire all the hitting coaches. That may be something that needs to be done as well. Ibrahim talks about playing flat. I think after the infield fly fiasco, Ibrahim, it's almost like it crushed the soul of the team. What moves they make on Vince, man, I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, guys. I'm seeing some Buster Poe. Don't even start going after Buster. That's the wrong way to go.
Hey, who ordered the poo-poo platter?
Ty Webb. Buster Posey is the problem.
Thank you.
This is not Buster Posey's problem. Okay? Come on. This is not Buster Posey's problem. And if you guys are going to go after Buster, going to have a problem. Gonna have a problem here, guys. Gonna have a problem. Fuji donates $2. How many walks have the Giants gotten this series? Not many. Let's look at the box score. Ever since the All-Star break, they haven't drawn very many walks. Today, they drew 4 walks, man. They drew 4 today, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, let's talk about. You guys want to do a Buster Posey? We could do Buster Posey. You ain't gonna convince me. You're not gonna convince me. Come on. How long has he been in this position? Let's talk about this. How long has Buster Posey been the president of baseball operations? How long has Buster Posey been the president of baseball operations? 11 months? No, Justin. Not 11 months. He got hired in October, correct? Right? Not a year. Thank you, Gonzo. 9 months. 9 months. That's it. Guys, think about this. Think about this. 9 months as president of baseball operations. How the hell can you blame Buster Posey? He's had one off season. He's had one, we'll say one international draft. He's had one amateur draft. He's going through his first trade deadline. You can't blame. This isn't his team yet. He's trying to make it his team. Look, can we all agree that he's trying to make this team better? Do you think he signed Willie Adames? Do you think he traded for Devers to make the team worse? Come on. How's he screwed it up, Joe? How's he screwed it up, Joe? And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't freaking answer, I'm going to kick you the hell out of here. So tell me, if you're saying he screwed a lot, if he screwed up a lot, let's see, what did he screw up? Talk to me. Tell me how he screwed this up. Tell me how Buster Posey screwed this up. He's trying to make the team better in only 9 months. He screwed up a lot. He signed Verlander. Okay. Is that screwing up a lot? You guys are way off. I'm just telling you, all way off. Signed Adames. Everyone gets signed to an inflated contract. Have you seen Juan Soto's contract? Have you seen Shohei Ohtani's contract? Have you seen Bryce Harper's contract? Have you seen Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s contract? Everybody is overpaid. Period. They're overpaid. It's the players. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. It's on the players. They got to perform. Buster Posey's going out there and trying to get the team better. If you were to, you guys, man, I swear to God, in the offseason, you guys are bitching and complaining about the Giants not spending money, and you get Devers that falls in your lap for literally half price, and you want to bitch and complain about it when he's only been here a month. That doesn't even make sense, dude. It doesn't even make sense. By God, get rid of Adames and Devers. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Joe, that is stupid, man. I'm sorry. Stupid. You want to blame Adames and Devers because of the way the team is playing. Are you fucking serious, dude? That has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in the chat. What the fuck does that even mean, dude? Give me a break, man. That is asinine. How in the hell can you blame two guys, Willie Adames and Devers, for the struggles of the San Francisco Giants? Wow. Where's Yaz? I don't hear you talking about Yaz. What is Yaz your boyfriend? Is that what's going on? What the hell's going on? I don't hear you talking about Yaz. I don't hear you talking about Bailey. Get out of here, dude. That is stupid, dude. Get out of here. Last I saw, this is a game of 9 guys in a lineup. Jesus. Okay, tell me this. Were you blaming Bonds when the Giants were losing during the Bonds era? Was Bonds not leading the team to victory? Did Bonds suck? The Giants were losing when Bonds was playing. Was it Bonds' fault? Are you going to blame Barry Bonds? Come on, are you going to blame Barry Bonds because the team sucked? This team has been bad for 12 years. Jesus. Rob Iman, $2. Lay off Buster. August to September is about who wants jobs. Very well. Yes, Rob. Very good. That was good. I like that. Awesome. Thank you for bringing some sense. Fuji Simeon, $5. If the Giants are buyers, should the prospect of trading Eldridge for the top tier talent be up for serious consideration? I would not be entertaining Eldridge. Not at this time. Not at this time. Yes, blasphemous. Yes, Wilson. My God, man. This is just the Giants are losing, so who am I going to blame? I'm going to blame the 2 best players right now. That's what I'm going to do. Good God. You're going to blame Webb? Let me guess. You're going to probably blame Webb and Ray too, right? Is that what you're going to do? Yeah, Webb's had 3 bad games, so Webb must suck then, right? Is that what you're going to try to say? Good God, man. On the Fence says, blame Farhan. It's easy. Buster inherited a black hole of Farhan's Salvation Army. I agree. Takes time. Yes. I thought they could make the playoffs this year. Sadly, going to wait longer. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I'm trying to say. When you put together an MLB roster, it is going to take time. This is a sport. For those of you who love the game of baseball, you cannot turn this around in a matter of 1 year, let alone 9 months. 9 months. You got to give this like 3 years, if not longer. It takes a long time. It takes a very long time for a team to get right. And I don't want to hear about the Baltimore Orioles. I don't want to hear about the Houston Astros. You can't use that no more because now there's a lottery. Because you can't tank anymore. You cannot tank. Period. So you got to go out there and you got to be able to draft and develop, right? That being said, you got to know how to draft. And you got to be able to hit on the free agent market. You just have to. You have to. But it takes time. You cannot do this. This is the problem. The instant gratification is killing us. Because look, this shit cannot get solved like that. It just can't. You got to have some patience. You got to let it grow. And then maybe you could figure it out. If you have a good organization, you'll be able to get it straight. But it's going to take time, guys. Fuji Simeon, another $5. Playing devil's advocate here, but maybe something is going on in Ramos's personal life. Seems distracted. Maybe something is bothering him. That's fair. That's fair. Fuji, I cannot debate that. I can't. I can't do that. Cannot do that. Because maybe there is. And if there is, then he shouldn't be playing, right? Ibrahim, thank you, sir. $5. Buster isn't the issue. For example, are the Pirates more talented than San Francisco? No. Posey assembled a better roster. Players shit the bed. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Dante, Buster will get it going in the next 3 years from now. There you go. Man, you know what? It could be a little bit earlier. It could be a little bit earlier because if you look at his last draft, he drafted a lot of college players. Those guys seem to have a knack for getting to the big leagues a little bit quicker. Not guaranteed, but we'll see. And if you notice in his last draft, he got a lot of contact guys. Why did he get a lot of contact guys? Because that's, I think, what he wants to do. He wants to get guys that make contact, moving the line. And then you sprinkle in your boppers in there. Look, you have Devers, you have Adames, and you have Chapman. Those are going to be your guys who, quote unquote, pop the ball. Now you go out there and you drafted a bunch of contact guys. You draft contact guys, those guys are going to get on base, and hopefully they'll be running around the bases. Right? Let's have some damn patience here, guys. You'll see what's going to happen. Just you got to give it some damn time. Rob says Devers is still getting acclimated to Oracle. I'm sure he is. Look, has he even found a place that he's going to live full time, so to speak? I know in the offseason they'll go wherever the hell they want to go, but he may not even be comfortable. That's a possibility, right? That's look, for any again, I'm gonna use my experience. Look, I was in the Air Force, traveled all over the place, and every time that we had to get assigned somewhere else, it takes a little bit of getting used to. It just does. It's uncomfortable. For the first few months, it is uncomfortable. All right. And I can imagine with Rafael Devers being a face of the franchise for Boston, now all of a sudden it's uprooted, sent across the United States, and now he's on a new team. So I can imagine that there's some uncomfortableness going on. It's going to take a little bit of time. And I'm fine with that. Look, we got 8 years. We're going to have 8 years of Rafi Devers. Thanks, Native. Appreciate it. Look, I'm not trying to advocate my service. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to relate that when you go somewhere else, it takes time to get used to. That's all I'm saying. But thank you, Native. Appreciate that. Nobody's going to hit the ball at Oracle like they did in Fenway. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. And he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. I think if you look at the back of his baseball card, I think Devers will figure it out. What explains the lack of fundamentals? That's a great point. Alive, I can't answer that. I can't figure that out. Hey, what's up, Cliff? Anyone want to take that? Anyone? Woo. Woo. Has anyone done a wellness check on Rothberg? That's pretty good. Roy, Robert, you out there, man? Robert, it's okay, man. Oh, man, dude. I don't want Luis Robert. I'd rather have Stephen Kwan. Randall Pease. Eric, I'm a Dodger fan, and I believe Buster Posey makes things hard on the players. Okay, see, look at this guy. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I know what you're doing, Randall Pease. Get out of here. Hey, gotta laugh, right? Insane. Ramos and Doval. Get out of here. Ramos, Doval, you're going to Cleveland. Stephen Kwan, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Bay Area. Randall Pease, suck it. Oh, man. Randall. What the hell? What are you, some tough guy? Are you a tough guy? Come on. Get out of here. Come on. Small PP energy from Randall Pease. Way to go, buddy. The Guardians don't want to get fleeced. Yeah, I know, right? I hear you. Sean, I picked an interesting time to get my Giants tattoo. Yes, 100%, dude. I love that. I love it. I would do that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Ramos, Doval, see ya. Welcome, Stephen Kwan. Do it in a heartbeat. Stephen Kwan, it seems like he would be the prototypical player that Buster Posey is looking for. Good defense, 3 gold gloves, timely hitting. The guy's got a career 280 something batting average and like 350 on base. And he runs around them bases. Look, that's a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. Fuji, $2 says, how would you rally the players in the clubhouse? Ooh, that's, man, Fuji, I don't know, man. I'm guessing the rallying has already been done. So what do you do? Fuji, that's a great question because I don't know, man. I don't know what you would do. I don't know how you rally a clubhouse, considering I'm going to guess, I'm going out on a limb here, that's probably already happened. I think that's probably already happened. And if it's not having an effect, well, then I don't know what you're going to have to do. Jay Farrell, what's up, man? I don't think these players really care anymore. Hey, if that's the case, that's bigger problems right there. If players are checked out, Jay Farrell, if the players are checked out, well, then that speaks more to Bob Melvin. Again, I don't know if that's what's happened, but if you're suggesting that is what is going on, well, then there's much bigger problems than just on the field play. Period. Posey needs to send a message to the players. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, it needs to be Bob Melvin. Insane Sports. That's supposed to be the job of the manager. And if the manager isn't doing that, and the president of baseball operations has to get involved, there's something's missing there, man. Something's missing, because the manager is supposed to take care of that stuff, right? Do you think Brian Sabean had to get involved with Bruce Bochy? I think Bruce Bochy was able to take care of business. I don't think Sabean had to do that. Look, they got bigger things to worry about than what's going on in the clubhouse. Don't get me wrong; they need to be apprised of the situation, and if the manager is coming to the president, well, then you got to address it. But the damn manager needs to take care of this. Hey, what's up, Isabel? Giants fans, don't be stupid. Like, I think something we have the most stupid Dodger fans. Red Poppy. Giants need to accept sucking for 3 years and build on small successes, then worry about the possibility of competing. Maybe. What's up, George? Thanks, George. Posey needs to hold a press conference before the deadline. Well, no, you don't want to do that, ball boy. I'll tell you why, because then you're tipping your hand. Then you're losing your leverage. Because what if they are trying to do something, right? And then you come out with some kind of statement? I would wait till after the deadline. After the deadline, ball boy, then Buster Posey should come out and make a statement. Not beforehand. You don't need to tip your hand on what's going on. You still want to give the illusion, right, of that you're doing something. You don't want to do it before, because that would be bad. Oh, don't. Is that what he said? Seriously, is that what he said? Okay. Now I got to go look for this. Now I got to go look for this crap. Fuck. This is just going to freaking send me over the edge. I know it. I know it's going to send me over the edge, man. The Giants are past the point of team meetings. We've had meetings, team meetings, all kinds of meetings. It's just about showing a little bit more resolve.
Do you feel the need to address the team after a loss like tonight?
We've had meetings, we've had team meetings, we've had all kinds of meetings. It's going out there and fighting a little harder and winning a game and having a little bit more resolve, which we've shown this year. We just have not done it here recently. You know, as far as Elliott goes, just lost track of the rule. You know, you saw him call the infield fly rule, just lost track of what he needed to do. He's one of our best hitters. It's tough to give him a day. It's tough to DH him too, because we have a couple guys that do the DHing right now. He's got to power through it.
Even in mid-game, if he does that stuff during the game, do you ever think of taking him out?
It's hard to do for a guy that tries as hard as he does. It's not like he doesn't care, and it's not like he doesn't hustle, and it's not like he's not going out there prepared and working. It's different for me.
Okay. Look, this is not a question. This is not a question of his work ethic. I don't think anyone is questioning Elliot Ramos's work ethic, right? Right? I think we can all agree, right? We can all agree that the issue has nothing to do with Elliot Ramos's work ethic and trying to be the best that he can be, right? But good God, if that's the case, then we got some problems. We got some problem. If you can't, if you're unable to bench a guy because of his mental mistakes, right? This isn't, yes, baseball IQ. Thank you, C. Davis. Then we got problems here. We got some problems here. I don't know what to say. I don't know, man. Because if he keeps out there, look, this is the problem. This isn't a one-off, right? Can we say that? This isn't a one-off. This is numerous things. We could count, maybe. Okay, let's look what happened in Toronto. He can't track a fly ball. And look, that just didn't happen in Toronto. That's happened numerous times. He has issues taking routes to the ball, and he's had issues, right? He comes in and he tosses it to freaking Willie Adames, and it goes over his head, and the runner advances to third base. He gets caught in no man's land for whatever reason with a slow dribbler down third base. Today, he doesn't understand. He lost track of the rule. How do you lose? Either you know the rule or you don't know the rule. You don't lose track of it. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. He's trying to stick up for his guy. I get it. Look, I've always said this. In public, you want to praise your guys. Behind closed doors, well, then you could take matters in a different direction, right? But in the public, you want to stick up for your guys. There's a reason for that, right? So I don't fault him for that. But my God, you're gonna have to not play him. I'm sorry, you just have to, because then what are you showing? You're showing that you could keep going out there and having mental mistakes without any kind of repercussions, as long as you're just hitting a little bit better than the rest of the guys. You can't do that. You just can't. Yeah, he doesn't have to. I get what you're saying, Jay Farrell. Don't have to make excuses. You know what you could say? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, we're gonna have a talk with Elliot. Find out what's going on. Right? You could say that, right? Hey, yeah, we're gonna have a talk with have a talk with Elliot. And we'll just leave it at that. That's all you got to say. You don't even have to elaborate. You don't have to. Are you going to bench Ramos? We're going to have a discussion with Elliot. Leave it at that. That's all you got to do. I'm sorry, but that's what I would do. I would just be short with it. Orange man. Yeah. No. Different. Hey, Jim, I'm just a fan. I could call anybody a dumbass. I'm not managing 26 men in professional sports. Different. Totally different. When you're the manager of a big league club, you got to keep in mind that you got 26 guys that you're leading, right? Period. Who am I responsible for, Jim? The only person I'm responsible for right now is myself and my family. That's it. Look, I'm a Giants fan, But am I an employee of the Giants? No, I'm not. I could say whatever the hell I want to say. Period. If I was put in a position to where I had to lead men, that's a different story, man. Totally different story. You gotta be able to understand that. Where is your position? So I can go out there and I can say whatever the hell I want to say. Jim's good. No, don't get on Jim. Jim's a good guy. If the Giants win tomorrow, I think the Giants are going to do it. Bob Boy, that's a good question. I think the Giants are going to do whatever they want to do, no matter what, whether they win or lose. Whether they win or lose, I think the Giants are going to do whatever they want to do. And I don't know what it is. We'll find out soon enough. Maybe they sell, maybe they buy, maybe they do both, maybe they stand pat. I have no idea. I don't know. I look, would I like a move that improves the roster? Yeah, absolutely. Does it mean that they're going to do anything the rest of the year? No, it doesn't. See, the problem with Robbie, I'll tell you what my problem is with trading Robbie Ray. Because if you trade Robbie Ray, it's not just about this season, Aries. It's not just about this season. That means you're kicking 2026 and 2027 down the pike, man. Because who's going to be in your starting rotation? Right? Who's going to be your starting rotation if you get rid of Ray? Start with Webb. After Webb, who do you got? Who do you got after Webb? Seriously, who do you got after Webb? You got nobody. Nobody. Did I miss here? Hold on, let me see. Fuji, I missed a couple here. Hypothetical, who would be a good manager for a team? Ooh, good question. Let me come back to that one. You are too modest. You are a Giants influencer. I'm not dude. If I'm an influencer, oh my God, dude. I'm no influencer. I'm just a guy coming on here that likes to talk a lot, man. That is it. That's it. I don't profess to influence anybody. I just like to talk a lot. But thanks, Fuji. I appreciate that. But what kind of manager? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? I don't know. I know a lot of people have issues with Bob Melvin being stoic in the dugout. And I got no problem. With the way he looks in the dugout. That means nothing to me. I could care less how he acts in the dugout. Look, do you want to fight for your guys in certain times? Yeah, I get it. And he's done that. But it's not all about throwing your hat and doing all this other crazy. The theatrics doesn't mean nothing. You have to be able to lead your guys to a certain extent, right? And you got to be able to communicate, right? The biggest thing for a manager is you got to be able to communicate. Period. If you're not going to be communicating with your guys, well, then you're already setting yourself up for failure. You got to be able to communicate, and honest communication, not bullshit communication. You got to be able to express what you're seeing and what's going on. And sometimes you got to have a heart to heart with some of these guys, even though these guys are getting paid millions of dollars more than you. It's about where you are. What is your position? Your position is manager. Whether or not you get paid the multi-million-dollar, the 9 figures. Yeah, you don't get paid 9 figures. But your position, regardless of what you're getting paid, is you got to be able to set people straight when you have to. Look, does it mean you always got to be a hard ass? No, I'm not saying you always got to be a hard ass. But there's the time and the place where you got to go out there and you got to talk to these guys, man. Again, as Fuji said, maybe Ramos is dealing with something. That's possible. But as a fan watching what's going on in the field, I'm making my own determination and my own observations by what I'm seeing on the field without having any other idea of what may be going on, right? All we could do is see what's going on in the field. So, yeah, there you go. A manager that can communicate well with his guys. Be able to make those hard decisions. There's times you may have to make a hard decision. For example, maybe you have to bench Elliot Ramos, right? To show him, hey, there's consequences for what you're doing out there. There's consequences. If you're going to go out there and make all these and look, it's not just one mental mistake. We're talking about a lot of mental mistakes. So there's my take on what do we got here? Ibrahim says, give me Ron Wotus. Ron Wotus might be a good guy. Maybe. Possible. The guy's been in the game a long time. The guy seems to understand the new way of baseball, but also have old school baseball background, right? That would be okay. I would not be against that. There's nothing wrong with that. There you go. Fundamentals, yeah. There you go. Look. Bob Melvin has made mistakes, right? We can all agree. Bob Melvin has made mistakes. But is he solely the reason why the team cannot hit? No, I don't think so. You're going to have to, you still have to put it on the players, man. And I don't know what it is. Look, he's going to be a scapegoat. There's no doubt about it. I guarantee you, I would not be surprised if Bob Melvin has a target on his back along with the coaches. Look, are they going to come out there and say it? No, they're not. But I would not be surprised if there's some internal discussions going on saying, hey, what the hell's going on? Because it's making the team look bad. I mean, it's making this club look really bad. Today's game does not do any favors for the perception of San Francisco Giants baseball. It was Keystone freaking Cops out there today, guys. That was bad. I mean, that was a bad display of baseball. I mean, that's down near, I mean, it's unacceptable. Goodness gracious, man. Hey, on the fence, Posey, you might be onto something, man. You might be onto something. They're asking Wotus, who's an infielder specialist, to be stretched thin, all because Farhan loved Kai Correa and Alisa Nakin. Now you have guys who don't know how to run bases and cutoffs. Talking fundamentals. Truth hurts. What's up, Don? How's everything in Indiana, man? Ramos has some Manny Ramirez in him when it comes to running and defense. I don't know, man. It's even worse. I don't know, man. And yes, no. And Melvin has to take blame for that. There's no doubt about it, man. Yeah, I bet, Don. Ugh. It's been beautiful here in the Valley, man. I'm not complaining whatsoever. This is a mild summer here in the Valley, so I am not complaining one bit. It's absolutely beautiful. So you could keep the hot and humid. But no, to your point, Anthony, yeah. I mean, as a manager, you got to make sure your guys are out there taking care of business. And what I mean by taking care of business, fundamentals. Eric, Melvin was a Farhan guy or higher. You need to can him, flush all the Farhan. No. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, Jim. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You got to get rid of the remnants, right? You kind of have to. And it sucks because let's talk about this, guys. It wasn't that long ago. And granted, over a year and a half has passed since Bob Melvin started as your manager. And I want you guys to be honest. When Kappler got fired and they hired Bob Melvin. No, Anthony, I'm not. So when they fired Kappler and they hired Bob Melvin, how many of you guys were okay with that hire? Seriously, how many of you guys? Bob Boy, okay. Hey, you're being honest. Thank you. I was honestly excited about Melvin. I was okay. On the fence. I admit I was okay with it. I look at Cryptic. Of course, Cryptic's going to come over here and say I hated him. Native Day said, not me. Okay. I wasn't happy. Anthony wasn't happy. Given his track record with the A's and the Padres, says, I disagreed with the firing of Kappler. He was a scapegoat for Kappler was a mess. Come on. I can't go with that. Tom was fine with it. I was only excited when Farhan left. Oh man, I Red Poppy, I can't go with you on that Kappler one, man. Kappler did not give a shit about baseball. Period. Bob Melvin is a great coach. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're not saying manager, but you're saying he's a great coach. Yeah, I got you, Cryptic. I'm just messing with you, Cryptic. You're good. Kappler was not a people person, not by any stretch of the imagination. I wanted vote. Okay, but let's talk about that. So with that being said, I know a lot of people talked about hiring vote. If you had a different manager, do you think the outcome would be different? Or do you think it's going to be about what you're seeing now? Do you think a manager has that much? Look, I'm not saying the manager doesn't have influence. But would you say, considering the lineup and the roster you're working with, is there going to be much difference? Probably not, right? Right? You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm trying to get at? We're going to have to focus on the roster rather than the man that's responsible for managing said roster. Now, I'm not saying that he's not above criticism. Not, right? He's made mistakes. We could all agree, his bullpen moves, maybe the way he's creating the lineup. We get it. But he's working the best he can with the roster that he has, right? He cannot produce a player right before his eyes. He's got a 26-man roster that he has to work with. To an extent, a 40-man, right? But you can only do so much with what's given to you. Hypeflix, what's up? Reason I wouldn't want Melvin in the future is because I have no confidence in his bullpen making. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Bullpen, you could say his bullpen moves have been questionable. 100%. I would say that's probably his biggest flaw, right? His biggest flaw would be bullpen management. I think we can agree that. Hepatitis C. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Where you been, Hepatitis? Dude, I haven't seen you in forever, man. Hope you're doing well. And he has a picture of Farhad in his wallet. All right. Yeah, I don't like the daily lineup shuffle either. Just set it, keep it, and run with it. That's it. Teddy. All right, what do we got here? Anything new? No trade, no trades. Oh, looks like a tsunami wave is inbound into Hawaii. So again, guys, I saw people talk about it earlier in the chat. Yeah, big damn earthquake occurred over there in the Western Pacific, up there near the border of the peninsula of Russia. 8.8, one of the biggest earthquakes ever recorded, guys. And looks like a tsunami is inbound to Hawaii. So those of you who are residing in Hawaii, make sure you get to that high ground. Don't go out there and try to be a hero. I shouldn't say a hero. Don't go out there and try to get your 15 minutes of fame and try to record this thing. Get to high ground, stay safe. You don't have to record it, and just look after yourself. I don't know the size of the waves coming into Hawaii, but they say it is inbound. So again, guys, those of you who are residing in Hawaii, be safe out there. Oh, I don't know. I saw that, Jim. I don't think Bochy comes back. Boggs or catch a wave. Yeah, I know. I guarantee you there's going to be some dumbass out there that's going to try to do that. Maybe we see Elliot Ramos on a surfboard in Hawaii. Jokes. Come on. That's a joke. Tsunami warning. Oh, man. Kicking the man while he's down, right? Oh, my gosh. That's bad. Oh, shit. Do I got to look at who? Do I even want to look at this bullshit? God, I don't want to look at this schedule. Tomorrow's Wednesday, last day before the damn trade deadline. Who the hell's pitching? Who the hell's Mike Burrows? Who in the hell is Mike Burrows? He's 1-3, 4.1 ERA. Logan Webb is on the mound tomorrow. What do you guys think? Win? Do we win tomorrow, guys? Mike Burrows, the starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Can we beat him? Does Webb turn it around against the Pittsburgh Pirates? Mike Burrows, 4.1 ERA. Don't even want to look at the wild card. 5 games back. It's slipping away. Slipping away, guys. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Still got 2 months of baseball. We'll see what happens, but I'm not liking the way it's looking. Not liking the way it is going. All right, I'm getting the hell out of here. Man, I'm getting the hell out of here. No, he's a righty, Philip. He's a righty. Who's Will's show tonight? I don't have Anthony. I have no idea what you're talking about. Absolutely, Val. I root for them. Look, I root for the Giants every time they play. I root for them every single time they go out there. Oh, Will Clark show. Oh, wait, what time is the game tomorrow? Holy shit, I didn't even see. I'm guessing it's an afternoon game, right? It's got to be an afternoon game. Yep, 12:45. Cam. Taylor Rogers, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Can't tell you what it's going to be like tomorrow, but whatever. I'm getting the hell out of here. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Hey, the trials and the tribulations of a baseball season. Always got tomorrow until tomorrow is no longer here. So maybe we go out there tomorrow, you go get a win. Maybe a trade comes down the pike, huh? Maybe a trade comes down the pike. Maybe we'll feel better. Maybe Buster Posey could go out there and improve the team for the future. Look, you're still not out, right? You still got 2 months of baseball. It's not trending in the right direction. Don't make me bring up the Detroit Tigers of last year, because this time last year, the Detroit Tigers were 5 games below 500. 5 games below 500. They traded away pieces during the trade deadline, and they were able to get a run together. Now, does that mean the Giants are going to do it? Nope, it doesn't. So, again, let's see what happens. Play them out day after day. Hopefully they can get a win. All right, I'm getting the hell out of here. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.